y'all. We are here. We are live, I'm guessing, and we're kicking. Out here enjoying the nice, fresh, fragrant air of nature, if you want to call it that. We are in Surgoinsville or something like that. Tennessee, something like that. I mean, I don't know exactly what the heck it is. I know it's something like that. So, we are trying to find out, is this thing freaking live? I guess. I mucked up. I set it up, to be honest. I messed up and set it to go on YouTube, or I set the schedule up on YouTube and not through Streamlabs. So I couldn't figure out, using my tablet here instead of the phone, of how to actually get it to open it up on Streamlabs. What's up there, Overtime? Which really sucked. I wanted to do it on Streamlabs, not on the YouTube freaking app here on the tablet, because I like the Streamlabs better because you can put the conversations up on there. What's up, Georgia? I like it better because you can, like I said, you can throw the comments up there and have a little better functionality of it, which is why I bought the tablet to start doing lives again. Because for those who are long-time subscribers of mine, y'all know years ago I actually used to do lives every Sunday, or almost every Sunday I would do a live. I've drastically cut back. Well, we'll say drastically, because at one point I was always available on Sunday, but it's gotten so much. What's up, Al? But it's gotten so much to where my schedule is so iffy that I don't know where I'm going to be or what. What's up, Miss Keeping It Real with Kitty Cat? Let's see. We'll try to figure out. See, I wish the stupid YouTube would have a thing set up. What's up, Richard? To allow you to actually keep the comments up on there so you can see them, but they freaking disappear. Which is why I like the Streamlabs, because the Streamlabs you can actually set it up and they'll stay on the freaking. You can have one whole side of the screen set up in Streamlabs and actually keep the chat up so you can actually see what people are saying. This YouTube, it just pops up and disappears. Trucking has gotten crazy. Yeah. And I parked here at the customer. I'm doing a reset at the customer. We're going to show y'all where I'm at. Let's do this here. Let's pucker up. Let's flip her around. Come on. You can do it. Don't look at me. Flip around. You can do it. Y'all don't want to see my mug. Oh, come on. Flip. Y'all know me. Every time I try something, it doesn't want to work. Come on. Let's flip it around. See, it won't allow it to flip. Now, on Streamlabs, it allows me, I figured the Streamlabs part out. Streamlabs will work excellent for that. I finally figured that out. And I'm hitting the button to flip it around, but it's not. It won't flip it. So we'll just turn this around that way. Y'all can see I'm parked, yeah, right over there. Well, I actually go in and unload. That road dead ends into like where that building, just past over there, somewhere. Yeah, somewhere right back over there is where I actually unload at. So there's a gate right down there, so I actually go around that gate and I park back there. And you know, here's a facility right here. We got a Dollar General right there, but this is where I've been sitting since yesterday. I did stop at Walmart yesterday before I got here. There was one 8 miles away, or 18 miles away. So I stopped there, got my groceries, used the bathroom and all that good stuff. Got everything I freaking needed, so plenty of drink and everything else. And since I really haven't gotten out of the truck at all today, because I've been trying to work on a video for the one that I just did last week. been having trouble trying to get the footage. Didn't like the flash drive for some reason. So I finally got another flash drive working. I've tried 4 different flash drives. It's finally allowing it to go onto that one, but it's taken forever. I had 43 files from the truck's DVR recorder, because y'all know I've got the cameras, one in each mirror, one underneath the trailer, one on top of the trailer. So I've had 43 or 49 files that it's trying to transfer onto the flash drive. And they're all in 5-minute video segments. And then I had to try to cut those down, put those in the video. Then of course I've got the couple GoPros, then I've got the dash cam outward facing and then the inward facing dash cam to pull footage from. So there's a lot into the freaking video, and I've been on it all day long. I've got most of it put together, but I need the footage from the cameras. So I've got spaces here, got this segment put together, a gap in between here. This segment put together, I got a gap in between here, trying to get the video put together. So it's gonna be another long one, 20-something minutes, probably long, close to 30, I'm guessing, by the time I get the footages in from the outside truck cameras. But some people like to see the truck camera views on the outside, so that's what I'm trying to get. So I'm trying to put more of that. The problem I'm having with the head camera, trying to do that while I'm in the truck, I personally don't think I'm tall. I'm 6 foot. To me, I think 6 foot is short. That's just, my brain tells me 6 foot is short. And I've got the low profile freaking seat. So I'm basically sitting on the floor with the head cam, and of course I still can't even really see out the freaking front. The head camera really can't see the road. I can see a little bit down under the visor because I do have a 23-inch drop visor. So it doesn't really catch out the windshield when I'm looking. Now it'll catch out the sides, like I was running through the Baton Rouge, going over the river. So I mean, I was trying to get the footage, but now I'm kind of debating, do I use that footage or not? Because you can see out over the water when I look side to side. You can look and see my cameras on the monitor I've got overhead with the cameras, but you can't really see the road in front because head camera's up here. I'm 6 foot tall, so even with the seat all the way down on the floor, basically, the camera still is way up there. What's up, Trucking with T-Bone? Well, see, I think I'm actually short, T-Bone. I mean, that's just how I've always looked at it. You know, as 6 foot kind of being short. Come on, let's get the freaking chats up there where I can see. Daggone. See, now it's not wanting to allow me to kind of go back. Look at things. There we go. Let's see. We got Just Get It here. We got Doug, what's up, Miss North Country? Yeah, we got Just Get It there, y'all. He put out a video today. Let's see. I know I'm an idiot, Catherine. I know. For those who do not know, y'all who are new to the channel, Keeping It Real with Cat, that is my wife. That is Miss Cat. But yeah, she always says that 6 foot is actually considered tall. See, now 6'5". Now see, now I know if he gets the drop visor and that 23 drop like I've got, you know he's gonna have trouble seeing how he is, George. But I do like the drop visor because when you get these ones where the sun's gleaming down, at least it'll hurry up and get up above that drop visor, you know, so you can at least start to kind of see it earlier in the day. And then you've got, when the sun's going down, you've got that little less time if you're going out west where it's not going to totally just destroy you out that way. So that can be a good thing. But y'all, I'm going to be I did notice yesterday there was somebody in my TikTok live who I believe works for C3. When I mentioned Jeffrey, my driver in Black Betty #2, when I mentioned he had a blowout on the trailer tire and he tried to call and couldn't get hold of anybody, they said he had just left. So I'm assuming either he was with the Loves, which I don't know how he'd be with the Loves because they ended up calling the Loves in Calvert City. to come up there and get him. If he had just left it, he wouldn't have seen the decals on the truck to know who it was. So I'm assuming it's probably a C3 person who was actually in my TikTok live. But they didn't come out and say it. And I didn't recognize the handle, so I don't know. But we're going to talk about, in this video, my twin brother, Twin 2 Transport. He has pulled all 3 of his trucks from C3. Jason, who brought us over from M. Gibson over to C3, he has already left C3. And I've already had drivers ask me from C3, and my driver has also had drivers call him and ask him, hey, do you know if Tony's fixing to pull his trucks from C3? So I don't know if C3's getting concerned that they're losing. They've already lost, our brother had 3 trucks that were at C3, and he's already got every one of them contracted with Rogers Cartage out of Georgia. And they have a boatload of freaking work right now. Granted, a lot of it's regional, which I used to do. It's all 90% of it is paper mill, where we did 100% of the loading, 100% of the unloading, but the mills are 24/7. I love running the night shift because you get a whole bunch of drivers that want to run during the daytime, whereas I would run at nighttime. I'd get in and out quicker. I would actually turn more loads in the week because I would run bam, 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 bam. Because the way that worked there, they hand you a bunch of freaking loads. Bam, you just run, and I run nonstop. Wherever I ran out of hours, that's where I'd stop. Like some of the loads living where we used to live at in Brunswick, Georgia, you can actually be home each night. Like if, say, you did Fernandina to Jessup, Georgia, Fernandina, Florida. Well, Brunswick was dead in between, so you could run 2 of those round trips a day and then stop and be home each night. The guys that lived in Jessup were home every night, so they started from Jessup, ran down, and ended up home. Whereas me, sometimes I would run 3 a night. I just run and just keep on. I mean, I always never make it back exactly. Night shift is the best one if you want to make money. I would never make it back to Brunswick. So each day I ended up getting shorter and shorter and stopping earlier. And I had the towns where in between the route on both sides where I knew I could stop at. I had the places, okay, well I can stop here and take my 10-hour break. I can stop here and take my 10-hour break. And I would run, and make more money than the others run the exact same thing. Like I say, it's not a matter of what you run, it's a matter of how you run it. Now, from what I hear, C3 is getting concerned. Yeah, they've lost a lot of work. We were told there were some good things happening. They have not happened yet. They've been told what the issue is, and they have flat out refused to fix the problem. They've been told exactly what the problem is, and they are refusing, because there's no other way you can claim it. When you've been told by at least 20 drivers who have quit what the problem is, and the exact same problem that everybody has told you is there is still there, that means that you are refusing. It's a flat out refusal to fix the problem. So now I am actually on the verge of, I'm trying to hang in, but I'm on the verge of considering, do I jump ship? Do I go ahead and jump ship and pull all 3 of my trucks? Granted, Robert is still down. Robert, in Black Beauty number 1, he has some surgery, so he's been out since like August 9th or something like that. And he may not be able to come back until the middle to the end of October here. So it's like, ugh. So I've had that truck sitting there making payments on with no revenue. Now, when I was at M. Gibson, we supposedly had all these contracts, and me and my brother, like, we need trucks, we need drivers. So me and my brother both bought new trucks to put drivers in April of 23. After we got them set up, of course, people who know me and brother, we put about 30,000 outside of the APU into the trucks with laptops, freaking, laser printers, internets, and everything else, DVD players, Dish Network, Sony touchscreen stereos with Apple Play, Android Auto, so hey, you ain't got to text, you can voice all your stuff. Truck GPSs, tire pressure monitoring system, the Halo tire inflators, We deck our trucks out with they don't come with fridges. We put fridges, everything in there to make a driver more comfortable. Transflow, so they can transflow their paperwork to us. So, you know, we try to set it up because we know what it's like when we stay out. And we know what comforts we prefer, so we try to set up our drivers for the exact same comforts, which we think that's only fair. I mean, if I'd want that in my truck, why wouldn't I want my driver to have the same thing? So we put a lot of money, and then he put us on a hiring freeze. We could not hire drivers. So I've been paying on that other truck that Jeffrey just got in this past month, here in September. I've been paying almost $3,000 between truck payment, insurance, and all that on a truck since April of last year. This been city making absolutely no revenue. And now when I finally get him going, Robert's out. And I was thinking, great, I can finally get both them trucks running that have payments on it, finally get them both making money. So no. So the money's been dwindling down. You know, you got more outgo than you have income. So it's like, how long do you stay and tough it out at a company when they keep telling you, yeah, we got good things coming, but then you keep seeing drivers constantly walk out the door, and every one of them tell them exactly what the problem is, but the problem is still there. They won't fix it. So I don't know, y'all. I mean, what's y'all's opinion? Now, it's C3, we get 70% of the rate, but we have to pay our own IFTA. But I can use my own fuel card, which I have the Nastec fuel card, which gets great discounts. Anywhere between, average is around 40 cents a gallon discount. Now, there are times when we've got up to $1 and over $1 discount. But now when Rogers, you only get 62% of the freaking line haul. Now you do get the fuel. I know exactly, Josh, but move on. I'm about there. I'm about to that point. I was actually waiting to hear about the contract with Miami because we thought that was a done deal, but it's not. Someone else come in and greatly underbid. But the deal was me, Wayne, and Jason were supposed to be on the Miami. Well, Wayne and Jason are gone. So what's the chance of me being the one down there? Because they need someone who knows what they're doing down there in Miami on the cruise ships. And the amount of drivers they want, well, there's only basically another one who could come on board, who was down there with us, who works for Grammar, could come on because that works great for him because he lives down there and, you know, down there in the Keys. So they'd only get 2 out of the 5 that know what they're doing. Whereas if it was me, Wayne, and Jason, then him, that'd be 4 out of 5. So, you know, but going to Rogers, I would only get 62% of the line haul. And I'd have to use their fuel card. Which when we were there before, you got a fuel rebate each month, but it only ended up being maybe $200 to $300 a month. We're getting $200 to $300 a week discount. I mean, that's $200 to $300 easy discount. And that's with just me and Jeffrey running, as opposed to $200 to $300 a month. But they do pay the IFTA. So, you know, and then also, well, they've got work. They've got steady work. So, I mean, do you come out better taking a lower rate? Because I pay my drivers 30% of the gross line haul. Gross line haul. Okay, so now if I only get 62%, now I'm paying my driver 30%. I've only got 30, only leaves 32% to the truck to go towards truck payment, insurance, maintenance and repairs, and any kind of profit to put back towards me. So is that really worth it? Or would you really make more, even though it's a lower profit point? You're making more in volume because the trucks are actually running. Unlike I just sat in Houston for 6 days. Sat there for 6 days, and then, you know, recently I've sat some more. So, you know, if it doesn't make any, does it really help if you get some higher rates but then you're sitting 4 and 5 days at a time, or you deadhead 600 miles for a load. So would you come out better at a lower profit point where you're steadily running as opposed to a higher profit point, but then you've got 5, 6, 700 mile deadhead, and then you sit for days? So that's kind of where you, but see, now my also problem I'm having is, okay, I live in Georgia. Robert basically lives in Georgia, South Carolina line, right there at Augusta, Georgia, Aiken, South Carolina. But Jeffrey lives in New York on the island, literally on the island. So that's another thing. I've got to find a place, because I don't want to have to split all my trucks up. Because I understand these owner operators that have like 10 trucks, but they've got some over here, some over there, because they've got a boatload of trucks. I only have 3. I'd like to keep all 3 trucks at the exact same place if possible. Because to me, that's just too much bull. Because now you got to keep up with, okay, this one over here, I can use a fuel card and I got to pay the IFTA. Well, this one over here, they pay the IFTA and I got to use their fuel card. Okay, well, this one over here, we get this percentage. This right here, we get this. So then everything has to be, you got to remember which company is what under what, so you'll know what you're getting paid for. So that's a lot more to track when you got your trucks broken up into different companies, different carriers. So that's another thing that you have to try to, keep tabs of, which absolutely sucks. We mostly do hazmat tanking on Georgia Trucker. Because Georgia, you live over there in by Winder, right? If I remember right, you're over there close to Winder. Because I actually live over there in the freaking Dallas Marietta area. So we're not that far away. And back where I was at with them guests, we used to use that Winder, Express and Winder all the time. So, it's one of them catch-22s trying to find a tanker company. Plus Robert, he's got the tanker experience, but Jeffrey doesn't have the year tanker experience, where some want a year plus of tanker experience. So so those are all the factors I've got to try to weigh in on. Where do I move the trucks? Where do I freaking move all the trucks to get them all at the same place? So yeah, so it's turned out to be we had actually high hopes for where we're at, and right now I'm not feeling very enthused right now, which is another reason why I haven't put out many videos, because to be honest, we're drowning. We're actually drowning. I ain't gonna lie. We've only gotten, my wife fussed at me for getting personal, but I'm gonna say it. The business has to have operating capital. No sense of but, you've got to have money in the business. We've only drawn 12 paychecks this entire year. We've only been able to get 12 paychecks this entire year for 2023. That's how bad it's been. And I thought it was supposed to be good. We've been high hopes. We said, hey, we got this coming, but it's never happened because of the issues. The issues they won't fix. The glitch is, we were told, the kind of glitch is going to be fixed, and it never has. So, to be honest, I'm losing faith. I'll be honest, I'm losing faith to where I'm at. I'm about at that point to where I'm going to have to pull the trigger sometime within the next 2 weeks. Break down and make that decision. I can't hold out any longer. We've done cashed in all of one of my simple IRA returns. That's gone. All my other stock that I've had, all that's been sold off. Loans on mine and Catherine's, both 401ks, just to try to stay afloat, because we can't afford to pull anything out of the business, because we need to be able to pay employees and to keep the trucks running. So yeah. So if anybody knows any good tanker companies that will hire 3 trucks on, multiple trucks, to actually keep you running, let's say Jeffrey doesn't have all that experience. That's the problem that he's got. Now, he did get some training with C3, and I do a lot of stuff with him. I've actually video chat with him on several things, so that is the one good thing. Now, I looked at Prime, Prime, my truck is way too heavy. Some of the carriers, see, now like my truck, my Coronado, there is absolutely nowhere I could put a pump on that Coronado. Also, some of the carriers have weight restrictions. Some of them say you have to have a pump. I've got the APU on this cabinet built into the cabinet on the driver's side or passenger side. Driver's side has the other cabinet with all my stuff in it. And with all the running boards and all that. Right now, with my Coronado, I am 22,780 bobtail full of fuel. 22,780 full of fuel bobtail. So that's killed me with a lot right there. Now, I looked at another one. They want you to have a freaking pump within freaking like 60 days. Well, I actually looked at highway. Highway transport, they're governed at 68. Well, their speed limit, yeah, you're capped at like 68 for the speed limit. What they say, you have to run like 68. And there were a couple other things on there, but with them, there may be a conflict of interest. We were told there's a conflict of interest with them. So there's been a couple I've looked at. Don't really want to do Schneider. I know that's who Nomadic Trucker's at. Nomadic Brit or Nomadic Trucker. I know he's with Schneider. Rather not go there because they kind of have a bad reputation around. Of course, right now at this point, everyone's saying C3 does as well because of some things with service failures and things like that. So, and I'm one of them ones who give 110%. I believe in bam, bam, bam. I mean, we run our ass off. I'm one of them ones who, like I've already been out for a month already. I'm one of them ones who go out, stay out 6, 8, 12 weeks at a time because I feel like I can't afford to go home. I feel like I absolutely can't afford to go home. And the wife knows it. Poor Miss Cat would love to have me home, love to see me more, but she knows how my brain works. I'm business focused. I've always grown up. I'm work oriented. Work's always come first. As sad as that is, I've always put work above family. So I always, stay out. Let's see, what could you do? Let's see. I'm trying to get some of these freaking comments if they'll stay on the screen. Dang. Talk text. Jeez, I've already on the glitch. Coming down. I have everything as I think I'll fix anything or respond. Could you? Where are you fixing? Hello there, Mr. Come see me. Good evening. Driving, I've never really liked driving. I've actually been, I guess the reason why I say I'm fixed on tanking is because I've actually done tanking since 06. I've actually run chemicals since 06. Bumping docks. I've never been one for bumping docks. Greetings from Illinois. What's up, Tommy? Bumping docks I've never really cared for. I mean, I did that. I actually just sold my dry van to a Clutch Trucker. Y'all check him out on his YouTube channel, Clutch Trucker. So I actually just sold him my dry van. Got rid of it. I had a 2022 Wabash. Because dry vans suck. One thing, seeing a flatbed, I've never done. I mean, I see flatbed getting out there, chaining stuff and all that. I've always been worried about the flatbed and stuff. Having a tarp, because me, I do have a bad back, because I mean, I do have a herniated disc up top. I mean, was in a motorcycle wreck. Totaled out my bike, flew over a freaking car. That pulled out from a left-hand turn in front of me, slammed in the side of it. Cracked my helmet when I flew over the car into the road. Navicular fracture up both freaking wrists on both sides. My wrists still have problems, with any kind of hard exercise, doing push-ups. They freaking ache. So So, you know, climb up trying to drag tarps and all that with my back and all that, I just kind of feel flatbed probably wouldn't be the best thing for me. Tank is not that bad, climbing up a ladder, dragging a hose, that's not as bad as trying to drag tarps and climb up over stuff and trying to throw chains and stuff like that. So that's why I've kind of stayed with the tanking stuff. Plus tanking, like I said, you get it. Tank is bad on the back too. Ooh, produce? Nah, I'm good. I did reefers in 04. Me and my twin brother ran teams in 04 with Stevens Transport out of Dallas, Texas. Garland, Texas, but they claim Dallas. So reefer, nope. Because you sit there, the odd hours, I mean, your schedule is so screwed. Now, I haven't seen Clutches finish the lights. I know he was working on the 2 lights. Last video I saw, he had a couple of them. He still hadn't finished wiring them all in yet. How's it going, John? So I hadn't seen the final thing on where he got the overhead lights put in. In the tank we mostly haul. Now where I was at before, we did mostly caustics, and then we moved to defoamer and stuff for the paper mills. Paper mill stuff, I love the paper mill stuff where you do 100% the load and unload. I'm an introvert. Because of my, y'all may notice all my sucking sounds and my ADHD that I have, I'm constantly off focus, squirrel distracted. Me, I like to be able to do the paper mill where I can go in, don't have to see anybody, because a lot of the paper mill stuff, you pull it at a guard shack, if they don't sign your bills, then you may go in to an operator and the operator will sign it. You go in his control room, he signs the bill, you go right back out. That's it. That's the only contact you have is walking in their control room, have them sign your bills, and you go back out. You do 100% of the work, or you do it at the scale house or the guard shack. They'll sign it and then you're gone, but you're doing 100% of the load and unload. And so to me, that's just, I actually loved that. I really did. I loved it. It's peaceful. It's just you and doing the stuff. Now granted, you got to breathe the chemicals when you're loading them, especially if you're top loading or you're bottom loading, but you have to look, open the dome like in Fernandina, we'd have to hook up the hose at the bottom of it. And you got to be on top and constantly check it and then look at your meter, everything in that, and keep check to make sure you're not overweight. So there's a process to that. So you're kind of breathing in the fumes. Not good for you if you have asthma like I do, but the type of work like that, it was much better in my opinion, because like I say, it's just you. It's just you and the work, and it's just better in my opinion. So when you don't, shall we say, get along with people, and you're not, you know, a multi-people person, and you don't have the patience. I'm trying to get up here. Isn't that a beautiful sunset there behind? You don't have the patience for all the stupidity. Well, I have my volume turned up on my phone, because since I'm got my live on, just to make sure it was actually working. I like tanking because, like I say, you've normally with stuff like that, you deal with a lot less stuff. But the box, a lot of the people are ruder. I've noticed at some of these facilities pulling a dry van, stuff like that, as opposed to tanking, which tanking. Now, granted, tanking, you got a lot. Some of them have appointment times and things like that. That's good, John. Glad to see you here. But I've noticed more of the attitudes are actually with your shippers and receivers with dry van and reefer stuff. That's when you find out there's a lot more attitudes and stuff involved. So, because I did do the dry van there for a year in the end of 2000, like November 2021 to like February of 22, and then I'm back to tanking. So, me personally, I did like the dry van at one point, as far as I got to see some beautiful country going out to Washington State. Now, it was actually in my contract when I did the dry van. No New York, or no Northeast, no California, Oregon, or Washington State. That was in my lease contract. But now, I would go to Oregon and Washington State. I did go to Seattle. I did go to Portland a couple of times. If the pay was right, if it had a decent pay on the load, I would take those loads. But other than that, I stayed away from that west. But now I was always out in Salt Lake. Salt Lake was beautiful. I mean, going out through there in Colorado, the mountains and all, gorgeous. But me, I'm a southern boy. I like the southern stuff. I'd rather run southeast because your trucks don't tear up as much when you're out of the freaking snow and ice. They don't get rusted and everything else, because all that does a damage on a freaking vehicle. So it's always best to stay away from all that mess if you can avoid it. It's always good to avoid it. And I just moved over here. I'll just come inside my truck, y'all. What the heck? It's actually starting to get cool out here, but it is getting dark out here. So let's get inside here and see. Oh yeah, it's absolutely dark in here now. Let's see if I can get some light on in here. Shed some light on the story. Y'all know me and my lives, man. We are interesting, to say the least. Get some of my glow lights going. There we are. There we go. But yeah, we're gonna come back here. Kick back here in the back a little bit. Turn on some real lights. There we go. Now we have real lights. But you know, the drive-in, you do see some pretty things, because you do go further out generally with a drive-in than you do tanking. Tanking, there's not much out west. You can run some stuff out there, but it's hard to get anything coming back. So that's why usually I try to stay in the southeast. Now that's good for paper mill stuff and stuff like that. Because there's always a boatload of paper mills that need defoamers, caustic, things like that. So there's always work for that. But when you start going out further out, that's when it's hard to get backhauls. Now, a lot of the paper mill stuff that you run, like in the southeast region, a lot of that's rated out and back, a lot of it, because they know that you're going right back and get another one. Now that's how Rogers Cartage was, that I used to run for out of Brunswick, Georgia. You've got a dedicated tank, and that's what you do. You're basically the same products. There's like 3 different products: black liquor, green liquor, white liquor. They're all kind of compatible, because they're just, only difference between the 3 products is green liquor is refined a little bit more, or processed a little bit more than black liquor. Then white liquor is processed even more than the green and the black. So, but as long as you empty out the trailer, you can reload the other one on top of it. So you don't have to keep washing trailers out. Very rarely will you ever wash your trailer out. So that's another thing that's good about stuff like that, is that you're not spending all your time going to tank washes, because like with this load here, okay, well, I empty out tomorrow, then where do I have to go? Are they going to send me all the way back from up here in Tennessee, all the way back towards Atlanta for a tank wash? So, you know, you're spending a lot of miles driving. After you unload, you can spend a whole day going to a tank wash and get washed out. So that's got to be taken into your account when you're looking at where you're going to go, what you're going to do, revenue, which that is an advantage of a drive-in. A drive-in, you sweep it out, you blow it out, you freaking load something else right back in. So the drive-in, you really have the advantage of that, because I actually did that before. Unloaded in one facility, literally loaded right next door, the very next warehouse beside it. So stuff like that, oh, you love that. There's no deadhead in that. Deadhead eats into your freaking profit. So for owner-operator, deadhead is a killer. And right now, you know, we're doing a boatload of deadhead. So, you know, it'd be different if you're doing something that, you know, the deadhead's kind of figured into the rate, because since it's the same trailer and you're just going back and keep reloading, that's kind of figured into the rate of round trip miles. So, but stuff like this over the road, it's not. So when you can't find anything else and you're deadheading 500-600 miles, it kind of sucks. It really sucks. So, but yeah, like I say, y'all, I'm trying to work on a video. Don't know exactly when it's going to be able to get out. I say it's been having a hard time. It's finally finished. Thing I'll show you on the cameras here. We've got my cameras up top, right up here. So it did show it right there that it was downloading like 21 of 43 or 49 files, whatever, how many files it was I was downloading. So now I've got the flash drive here. Now I can put the flash drive here into the daggone computer, and then I can finally maybe finish the video. But to be honest, am I probably going to finish it tonight? No. So that video will probably come out later this week. I say it's probably going to be between 20 and 30 minutes long because there's a lot of camera footage that I'm having to piece together and put in between all the outside cams, dash cam, driver facing dash cam, GoPros. So yeah, there's a lot going on in that. So hopefully y'all will watch it. Hopefully y'all will like it. Hopefully y'all have already smashed the like button. Comments actually help it. So, you know, try to spread the word, spread the love. We want to try to grow this channel. I mean, I'd like to hit 5,000 subscribers, you know, before the end of this month. Wild Beard Trucking, I noticed he's jumped up. He's at 21,000 now. Y'all go check out my boy Wild Beard. We got 806, we got Clutch Trucker, you got Life on 18 Wheels, you got Mike over there. Hey, just trying to shout out some of the channels, you know. That I frequent, people that I actually know and you know who've actually met. So I've met all these guys and great guys. Wild Beard Joshua, hey man, awesome dude. Got that wild beard, which is why he called Wild Beard. Part of his beard is actually gray for those who do not know, and that's why he's called Wild Beard Trucking. But go check him out. We all trying to support every one of us, everybody's channel. We're all small guys trying to get somewhere. We're not like up there at just trucking level. 173,000 subscribers where, you know, we're making money. It was like, ooh, I average right now about $50 a month off YouTube. Woo! You can take that to the bank. Right now, I think that may buy a cheeseburger and fry. That's about it. With this economy, that's about all it's going to buy. I may get a McDonald's Happy Meal out of that. But yeah, so, you know, all the time that we put in it, and this is all we actually get out of it. So, you know, we're not out here making rich, getting money on the YouTube. But see, I do try to put out educational videos, which a lot of my videos I got the Working on the Truck playlist. So, like I did the overinflate valve, which air pneumatic cylinder, raised my airbags up. So I got a couple extra inches on my airbags. So unloading the tanker, now that raises my freaking bags up. So now the trailer's got more fall to the back of the trailer for letting the product run down. So, I mean, I got that. So I try to put Working on truck videos just to try to help drivers out with this kind of stuff. You know, because I don't know it all. I don't know much. I'll admit I'm an idiot. I'm a scatterbrain. I'm a bobblehead. But you never know what video might help someone, like how to unload a tanker. That's got like thousands of views on how to unload a tanker. I get comments and emails all the time, you know, how that's actually helped. I was actually in LaPorte, Texas last week, and I was turning to look for my trailer. I got stopped by a Peterbilt, and he's like, "Hey, I finally get to meet a YouTuber." So we talked for a little while. Great, super guy. I gave him some Tourette's trucker stickers, so if anybody sees me out here, I always carry stickers on the truck. You know, so hey, if you see me, I've got a folder with stickers, so I don't mind handing out stickers. So that's why I've got them. I got them to give out. So, you know, and for the subscribers, now I've been thinking about it. I'm actually probably going to get, or for the paid subscriptions people, I've got a calendar. I'm probably going to make a calendar again for 2025. You know, there's old me and Thor. Got all three of my trucks. us down there in Miami on the cruise ship. Well, of course, we got Miss Cat, got to have Thorbug on there, but you know, good old pictures of the month, on special occasions. So I may do something like this, and then have to, me and Cat get married. So I may have to create an email list. Then I'll probably send out calendars to, you know, paid subscribers. Because I do have some paid subscribers on the channel that actually have the paid subscription. And they actually get my videos first. When I put out the videos, like I may put out a video that actually won't come out for days, they get it as soon as it's uploaded. Also, I do videos that I don't make public. Let them see some of the behind the scenes, like I put one out earlier today. Probably a 10-minute long video today, but that's only for the paid subscribers to see things. So I ain't, you know, I'm not out there trying to tell everybody go pay for the subscription. I'm just saying, you know, I do try to do some things. I don't have all the money like the other people, like Just Trucking, you know, to go out and give $300 to just people you see on the street. But I do try to do something. I do know there is the coupon code for the paid subscribers to get, I think it's 30% off of anything in the Teespring store. So, you know, just things like that, you know, just a little extra that you just try to do. So, like I say, I'm a little small YouTuber. I'm a small fry out here in this world. I'm just trying to make a little difference, bring awareness to trucking, bring awareness to Tourette's. But not all of us are about cussing nonstop, because most people think Tourette's is just cussing people out. Just cussing. That's not it. So when I'm worked up, the Tourette's gets worse, and my sucking and my tics and stuff, which y'all may have noticed here throughout tonight. The more stressed I get, the hotter I get, the worse the Tourette's gets, which, like, I'm kind of noticing now when I actually talk about Tourette's and think about it, I've noticed it gets worse when I start talking about the Tourette's. So that's another thing that kind of sucks. So I'll turn this up a little bit. There we go. So, you know, I like to try to bring awareness to Tourette's. I mean, because like I say, most people think it's just about the cussing. It's not about the cussing. So, you know, my channel is called the Tourette's Trucker. Unlike Just Trucking, which is just trucking, his videos aren't about just trucking. There's a majority of it that's his home life. But the Tourette's Trucker is me. So I can incorporate personal and anything else onto my channel, because my channel doesn't lock it in the title name of Just Trucking. I'm the Tourette's Trucker. So, you know, I've got Tourette's and I'm a trucker. So, you know, I can cover several topics. I can cover several topics and things. Damn, Adam. I gotta get glasses and see if I saw that right. Ugh. Well, yes, I did see that right. Y'all, that's a big damn thanks to Adam with the super chat. Appreciate it, Adam Bennett. Tip your host, you scallywags. Yeah, I noticed that Justin was doing Uber. Because he's lost. Somebody actually put out something. I actually saw a video today from a guy talking about Just Trucking, which is why I just mentioned him. Because he was talking about 15 folks hit the like. Only 15 folks have hit the like button? Damn, y'all, come on, hit the like button, man. Let's see here. I'm trying to go through the comments here, y'all. Trump better fix everything. What's up, 806? We were talking about 806 earlier, y'all. Great guy, great channel. His TikToks. Now he put some time in his videos. He's always out there in Texas catching all the large cars going by. Awesome stuff. But somebody put out a video talking about Just Trucking and how he got banned from TQL. So And I noticed this load that I'm on right now, this tanker load is actually a TQL load. Because it said something about you need to do tracking, but when I tried logging to the tracking, it wouldn't take it. But now, here I am. I've got a chat bot from TQL. So, you know, hey, arrived. And so, when I got here last night, my appointment was for 8 a.m. Monday morning. Well, I got here and parked at the customer last night at 8:48. So I put I arrived at the customer at 8:48. I send this text, hey, I arrived at 8:48, 10:05:24. So they can't say I'm late because I'm parked literally in their little roadway, dead end into their plant. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because the guy that was doing the talking about Justin has no love for Justin at all. I mean, he made that clear. He has no love for Justin at all. About how he only wants to run basically South Carolina, Georgia, Florida lane. But then he's always giving all these brokers a hard time. And he's like, well, you know, since you only want to run that lane, you need to really be butt kissing the people who control those lanes. Saying that with the load where he got banned from, he was in such a hurry to go home, he never sent them the email because the load was supposed to, on his paper, it said delivers at such and such location. When he got there, they're like, no, it doesn't go to that location. It needs to go over to this address over here. But then when he went there, he unloaded it, but he didn't send the email to TQL letting them know. So they docked him for being late. Because like the guy said in his comment video about it, well, instead of being in such a hurry to rush home, which I'd love to be home. I would love to have the home time Justin's got. Like I say, I've been out for 4 weeks now already. And I'm usually out 8 to 12 weeks before I go home. And then I'm only home for a week. But, you know, as the owner operator, and especially since he has his thing, his own authority, you have to handle business. So, like the guy said, TQL is a stickler for their legal department. He said they are one of the hardest to deal with, from what the guy said. That's why, you know, hey, I made sure I did this in my video or in my text. Put, hey, I'm here. I'm here. I'm arrived at the facility 8:48 p.m. Saturday. My appointment's Monday. I said, don't try to say I'm late because I'm here at the facility. And my cameras and GPS will prove I'm here. But, you know, they said he brought on himself because he should have, instead of trying to hurry up and go home, you should have handled your business as a business owner and sent that email to them. Say, look, I had an issue. They sent me to your stuff had the wrong address. I went here. This was why I was late. Whereas if he would have done that, he wouldn't have been docked for being late. So they were saying that was the reason why. But then he got into, he automatically come up and say, hey, I'm suing you. I haven't seen his video on that yet. I actually got it saved to watch later. But, you know, when you automatically come up, I'm suing you, they've got more money than you do, Justin. That's why I always tell everybody, don't be in a hurry to tell somebody you're going to sue them unless you mean it. Especially when you're talking about a huge brokerage firm. Because I can guarantee you these huge broker firms and all these investment capital, you know, companies, they've got the money. Exactly, burning down a bridge. Don't ever burn the bridge, which is why when I left M. Gibson, I didn't go on there and trash. I didn't go on there and trash M. Gibson and everything. I just said, hey, he wasn't working us. I wasn't making any money after I come back from Miami in October last year. So after sitting home and only making, you know, $2,000 a week, I had to leave. That's why I left. You weren't working us. So, you know, I had to leave. But I didn't go trash them. I didn't go do all those stuff like other people would do. There are a lot of things I didn't say and I didn't do. Because you never know. You never know if you might work things out later. You might want to go back. Don't burn that bridge. Don't ever burn the bridge. Now, if you got a crazy ex-spouse that you want to trash, no, there might be some wiggle room on trash than that. You can burn that bridge. That bridge has already been burned. If you got divorced, you got divorced for a reason. don't go back to it. You got divorced for a specific reason. So if that bridge is already, you've already crossed that bridge, burn that sucker down. You can burn that bridge. I know, I'm out there, y'all. Here I'm talking all kinds of stupid stuff. Like Justin, but he's pretty dumb. Yeah, the way he did that, like I said, I haven't seen the video over time, but the way the other guy explained it, that was, Yeah, see, that's something else I don't like, when the brokers constantly call you. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Because I will show you this here. I have a folder. All these are broker apps when I was pulling drive-in. So they track you. Most of the brokers, when you pull broker freight, you have to accept, that's part of the rate con, that you have to accept tracking, so they can see, they can pull it up anytime and see where you're at. Or at least the big broker firms. Now the little tiny mom and pop brokers, that's different. But the big brokers, they've all got apps where they can see exactly where you're at any time. There's no need for them constantly calling you, harassing you. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I mean, because carrier dashboard, right there, that's TQL. So, you know, there's no need in them, a broker constantly, and I've had my dispatcher say, they constantly call, where's the truck at? Where's the truck at? Where's the truck at? Where's the truck at? You've got access to the damn tracking on that. You made me log into it. You made me accept the tracking. So when you get a load of a lot of these brokers, when I was doing drive-in, since your phone number is in there and they give the broker your phone number and all that, it automatically pops up in the freaking app for those who don't know it. And you may get to a shipper or something. Have you arrived at the shipper, or we see you're there? Just like this TQL did. When I got towards the freaking shipper, it said, we see that you're almost there. You know, let us know, you know, to text such and such when you have checked in. So, you know, a lot of the apps, they know where you're at and what you're doing. So, you know, there's no sense in, you know, kind of, sometimes we have to bite the bullet and bite our tongues as business owners. Employees, I say the same for an employee too. Sometimes you got to learn to bite your tongue. You got to know when to say something, when not. And there is a way to say something. My wife knows I can be as freaking Georgia Southern redneck as redneck can be when me and her are talking. But she knows when it's time for me to actually, like if I sit down and write an email or talk business to someone else, she notices a big difference because I take my time and I think it out. As a business owner, when you're conducting business, you have to be very mindful of what you say and how you say it, because that can always come back to bite you. Which is why I generally try not to trash any company out here on social media. Because now, say, if I want to go to another carrier, well, they go back and look at my social media. Well, see, you've been trashing this one, you've been trashing that one, you've been trashing this one, you've been trashing that one. Why would we want you to come work for us? Because we see you trash everybody that you've been with. So I try not to do that. Now, granted, earlier I was saying that the problems I've had here at C3, they haven't fixed the glitch. But now that I go into a whole bunch of details, no, I just said the things are supposed to have been done and things haven't been done to fix the glitch. But I'm not out I'm not throwing names and all this other bull mess trying to totally destroy somebody, because that's not good business practice, especially today on social media when everybody's looking for a reason to cancel somebody. They're looking for a reason to blackball somebody. It's always, like I say, work smarter, not harder. I've been saying that for years on my YouTube channel. Work smarter, not harder. So always try to think about what you say. Try not to burn that bridge. Always try to look out for others. Look out for your fellow man. Look out for your fellow freaking driver. If you see a driver doing something that's going to get hurt, call him. I mean, like I tried my best to get a hold of this driver the other day on a CB who had no freaking lights. No lights on the back shoulder. I mean, I'm a silent homie. Won't freaking look over at me. I'm holding a CB, won't look over. Just goes. get past a little bit past him where he could look at the back. Anyone who knows my coronata, it's extremely lit up. I hit my intermittent lights, which shuts them all down. And I hold it, so all my lights are out except for all my underglows. And I hold them off so he can get the hint. Oh, okay, well, oh, maybe my lights aren't on the back of the truck or something. Maybe I need to look at that. Nope, they just, for 2 miles, I'm sitting looking back, not a care in the world. It's like I hit him again, you know, before I got further away when I noticed he wasn't. And I hold him for at least 5 to 10 seconds. Hold all my lights out. Maybe he get a hint that, dude, you ain't got no lights on. Nope. So finally, I'm like, okay. You know, try to look out for your fellow driver, try to, because that's unsafe for someone else to run up behind him. It's stupid of him, but you don't want to protect the other guy. I mean, you're doing it to help protect someone else, just as much as you are trying to protect the numbnuts, I guess you can say, or the scallywag, as Adam says. So, yeah. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I done ranted long enough. I'm actually starving. I'm gonna skip finishing that video tonight. I got a pizza from Walmart. Great value, stuffed 3 meat stuffed crust. Microwave, convection oven, air fryer up there. I'm gonna fire that sucker up. Have me a pizza tonight and sit back, put on some Netflix. I'm brain fried. I've been working on the video, downloading footage and all this mess all day long. I'm tapped out, y'all. But we appreciate all y'all who came in here, y'all. Appreciate all my long time followers and subscribers, people who've hung in with me, put up with all my ADHD rambles and my sidetrack going from here to this subject, that subject, here, there. Because people know my ADHD. I will get off on a subject and jump on something in a heartbeat and never find my way. I'm like Jen Psaki. Let's circle back, but I can't ever find my way to do the complete circle and circle back. So appreciate that, Robert. Appreciate everybody, Doug, everybody else who came in, Sarah. Hope you and Joe and Rusty are doing well there, Sarah. Hopefully the move and everything went good. As last I checked, I think y'all are still in the process of moving. We'll have to get you a new calendar too, Sarah. So when you get the new address, email me and let me know. So when I do make a 2025 calendar, I'll send you another one. Sarah's been a good lady, y'all. Awesome lady. She's been on the channel for a while. Richard's been on here a while. North Country's been on here for a long while. Just giving a shout out, Richard. Hey, go. Let's see what we got. John Hager's been on here for a long time. Texas Beach Girl. How's it going? I didn't even see your text. I'm sorry about that, Texas. Yeah, Al's been on, one of my subscribers for a while. Just trying to go back through, get some shout out to the long time people. Joshua's been on there for a while. But all the new people here, we appreciate y'all coming by. We got Tommy, we got Mr. Come See Me. We've got the Adam Bennett. Absolutely appreciate that. Never know how much things like that actually help. Damn, I didn't even see Shannon came in here. Shannon was in here. I was in her live, watching her the other night. She's been working on a diet and all that, y'all. So y'all go check out her channel, Shannon Thomas Trucking. Go check out her channel. Of course, Al Nunner's got a channel, y'all. So just get it. There's got a channel. Just trying to throw shade at everybody. Overtime Trucking. Appreciate everybody, Robert. Rig Pig. I like the name. Chasing Ghosts. I've watched several of her lives. Sometimes I watch your lives on your motorcycle chasing ghosts, but I don't comment because sometimes I get lazy and don't feel like reaching for the wireless keyboard because I'm actually watching on the TV. And to comment, I'd have to break out my wireless keyboard. I'm usually, kick back in here watching on the TV, and I have to break out the wireless keyboard. Sometimes I'm just lazy, but she does a lot of motorcycle rides lives on her channel. She'll do one at night and sunset. Beautiful sunset and all. But appreciate all y'all coming by the channel. Appreciate y'all sticking by through all my ticks and all my stuff. And I will try to have, like and subscribe. And I will try to have that video that I'm working on out this week. On my TikTok live I had last night, I did talk I have a 5-part series, but I've got to go back and redo part 5 because I actually mentioned suicide. So I need to change it and go to unaliving. Yeah, so I need to make it move to unaliving in it so YouTube don't ban it. Because of course, you know, I use my display board right here for the videos, for the title of each of the 5 segments and all that. It is all about trucking, starting out in trucking, the low pay, the family life, everything else in there. So that's right, I just see you pulling a truck down there. So I've got to finish redoing part 5, then eventually get those. I'm hoping to have those out within the next week or 2. But those, I will trickle that 5-part series out like every other day. I've noticed videos on Fridays don't do squat, so I may end up doing them on like Tuesdays and Thursdays. So it may take 3 weeks to get all 5 parts. Do one like a Tuesday, one on Thursday, then next Tuesday, next Thursday. Because I noticed weekend video, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the videos don't ever do squat. My videos don't ever get maybe 200 views anyway. But with those, they may actually get some views if people start seeing it and look at the topic of what's in the topic. They may actually get more views. So I'm going to trickle it out so it gives people time to actually watch it. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, y'all, appreciate everybody coming in, and we will catch y'all on the next one, y'all. Peace out.